every single day. Get better. Put your head down, grind in the darkness, and then when the light comes, rise, fam. You got this. Keep going.
Hey everyone, what's going on? Nux Trades back with another video today. Today we're going to be covering a February 12th price action review. Kind of a sloppy day at the very beginning, and then we ended up getting a really clean AMD Power 3 on the hourly that I was not able to spot in the moment, but the model that I trade did deliver to the distribution leg. So we'll jump right into that in a second. Before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video as it pushes the algorithm out for me and it helps me out a ton. So if you guys are enjoying all of these videos and all this content I'm putting out, please help me in doing that. Next thing is make sure you check out the Discord in the channel or in the description of this video. You'll be able to join my absolutely free Discord where I commentate, narrate everything that's going on in the market every day. Super helpful in there. We have a lot of people in the community who are more than willing to help you out in learning this model. But yeah, be sure to join that. Last thing is, if you're looking for a Apex account, I have a link in this description that'll get you a discount on that Apex account. Make sure you hit that and start your funded journey. It's really good for if you're first starting out trading and you're transitioning from using paper trading to live capital. So make sure you do that. And as always, follow me on Twitter and all other socials at Nux Trades. But yeah, so I just wanted to jump right into it here. So here we go. So if we look at the hourly, what do we got here? Classic classic consolidation, accumulation overnight, right? Right here. So we accumulate for almost the entire night. We're in like a 5-handle range from almost all of London, which is crazy, right? But 5-handle range, almost all of London here. And then we actually get this manipulation leg up, which in the moment it's hard to tell that that's going to be our manipulation leg, right? You might not know. So you actually can trade this manipulation leg there. I mean, there's nothing against it. But the real move that you want to hit is this distribution leg, right? So this is kind of how it looked in the hourly. So we had accumulation, and then we had manipulation, and then we had distribution to the downside. And we'll see how low this gets us today. Oh, we will see how low we actually get with this manipulation leg. We may even watch it play out as it's happening right now. So distribution, yeah. But we've already hit sell side from the overnight lows, which is awesome. So now we can drop into the 5-minute, and I'll show you the entries that we actually got from our model today. So the first thing is on the 5-minute, I trade solely the 5-minute, right? So the first thing we're going to look at is this consolidation all through here, okay? So dropping into the lower time frame now. This consolidation pretty much all the way through here, okay? And then we get this move lower right here, pretty much from here down to here. So we get this whole move lower, okay? And look what we do. We stop out pretty much all of the overnight liquidity, okay? Stop out all the overnight liquidity, and then what do we get? We get this reversal right here with a fair value gap right here, fair value gap right here, and then we get market structure shift right here, market structure shift here with a beautiful long setup. And I mean, 3 1/4 handle stop, so not really much there. But could have rode this up for 5 handles. I rode it up for 5 handles, or you could have taken most off at the previous session high, overnight high, or you could have been really dangerous, not really dangerous, but rode it up all the way to the previous high, which would have been all-time highs. So great trade right there. That happened right after 10 o'clock. We filled that gap, pumped up, and got that. So do you guys see how this is manipulation through here, right? So pretty much all this is manipulation, basically from like right here. All this is manipulation, okay? And then we get this down move, stops out everything in here, right? We have no more stops down here in this whole consolidation leg, okay? I mean, even if we look back to almost here, right? We have Consolidation was all the way through there. We get this down leg, stops out all of these stops almost right after 9:30 or almost right before 9:30, which was perfect for us because then we know that 9:30 is going to send us higher right now that we've stopped all the liquidity below us, stop this, everything. And look how it's wick. We just get wicks. No displacement lower, just wicks. And then we get this beautiful long setup, right? So keep in mind, right, that this is a low time frame distribution leg right here, okay? Low time frame distribution leg, at least up until the consolidation high, right? So low time frame distribution leg right here. But if we zoom out, what was this whole entire leg? We just watched it, right? This whole entire leg actually ended up being the manipulation leg today. So this is just an example of how you can actually trade that manipulation leg, right? You don't have to just look for the distribution leg. In fact, many times when I'm trading my model, I'll notice that we're in a distribution leg and that I'm gonna trade the manipulation leg. And that's completely fine, right? You're just gonna want to have tighter stops and play it with less risk, okay? Especially if you're seeing this as a high time frame manipulation leg, which today was harder to spot in this was harder to spot in real time because I mean we just take this liquidity, right? Like there's really nothing else up here in the world all-time highs. So it's hard to spot that in real time. So we're just gonna trade this manipulation leg on the high time frame, but distribution leg on the low time frame with less risk. But that was the first entry today. And then the second entry, I actually got stopped at break even because I didn't want to give back this profit today, which was perfectly fine. Remember, I mean, that's fine. That happens. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at this high time frame distribution leg, right? High time frame distribution leg lower. Okay. So if we switch over and have our chart to NQ, we can actually spot some SMT here. So I'll walk you through what I was thinking first, right? So my model is if we raid previous session liquidity high, I'm going to short with a fair value gap right here, right? So fair value gap here, and we get a market structure shift here, close below, and we even get a close below this inverse fair value gap. Okay, so I mean everything's lining up. It's perfect, right? Everything's lining up. We're looking great for shorts. Okay. So what do I see? Once I get into this short, I'm just riding this not to super low. Like I'm just scalping this, right? Because we could just be retracing to a high time frame PD array, like an hourly fair value gap. So if I go to jump out to the hourly here, let me put this in rewind real quick. Let me put this in rewind. So look, so right here, my play is happening right about now, right? So I'm seeing we're getting 2 hourly fair value gaps right there and right there, okay? So I'm just looking to scalp because we could just be retracing to one of these fair value gaps to continue higher. So I'm looking to scalp this for 5, 10 handles potentially, 1-to-1, 2-to-1 RR. So once we fill this fair value up and we go down, do you see this low right here? This was my thought process. This low right here, I wanted us to expand lower than this low and displace lower. No wicks, because wicks to me are liquidity rates. So we get this liquidity rate right here. And I move my stop to break even once I see that liquidity rate. I want to see us displace lower. So I move my stop to break even and eventually get stop break even. Completely fine, right? I won my trade this morning. That's all fine and good. So the next thing that I noticed when I was already out of this trade, just observing that we have these equal highs up here, okay? And if we look at NQ, what does NQ do? NQ actually raids this high, okay? So this isn't great SMT right here, just because we want to see the SMT occur at the high, but it doesn't happen, right? So we do get the SMT at the internal liquidity right here, and after that high gets raided, we immediately dump, and that would have gave the win. But people in the Discord did take that, and they held it through that, and they won that trade. They got 10 handles, 5 handles, whatever their profit targets were, right? So I mean that's perfectly fine. I wasn't able to get that full profit, but following my rules with the liquidity raid and wanting us to displace lower than that low, I move my stop to break even, which I will take every time because many times we'll just pump straight back up, right? Not knowing if we're gonna go lower in the afternoon or if we're gonna go to a high time frame PD array, bounce off that, and continue higher. We're at all-time highs right now, so we don't really have anything to judge this off of, right? So we're not playing out of a high time frame PD array at this high. I mean, there's nothing that says we have to go lower here. If we were playing into an hourly fair value gap right here and then we were to get this, then I probably would have held it through this. But since we have no high time frame targets, no high time frame PDA rates, we're just playing off all-time highs. I gotta go break even quicker than I normally would. So that's kind of how I work in discretion with this. But if we were to jump back out to the hourly now that I've showed you the two plays that happened today, so this being one of them and this being the other one. So we can jump back out to the high time frame here. My apologies, high time frame. It's just identifying this accumulation manipulation distribution, right? That's what's really going to get us the that's what's really going to be able to get us into these high probability trades, being able to spot this, because this is so obvious right now, right? It's just it's difficult to identify in the market that we're currently in because we have no high time frame objectives that we're playing off of up here. I mean, just look at this, right? I mean, we have a fair value gap right here. Look at that. That's crazy. High time frame fair value gap right here that we retrace into. And then this is all live. I haven't even looked at this yet. All live. So what do? Distribute lower to a high time frame P array. And now what would I be doing? I'd be going here and looking for a potential long setup. And what does it align with? Oh my gosh, it aligns with my model. I look for the AM session low rate to go higher or to take a long setup. So we'll mark out the AM session low. So AM session low happens here. This would be sell side. AM session low is here. Liquidity rate at the AM session low, also playing out of this right here. Remember, hourly fair value gap. So now we're looking for high. Now we're looking for a long. We're looking to go back up here. Now we've seen the distribution leg play out fully lower. Before we do that, we could expect some consolidation, some accumulation, but we don't have to have that. Now we're just looking for our specific model. So I just want to get on here real quick and show you guys how to actually trade this power of three with my specific model. And today was a great example of that. I could have executed better, could have got the full take profit, but I mean it happens, right? I mean, like I said, we're in some very murky waters right now with playing off of all-time highs and not having anything to the left of us, right? We don't have anything to the left of us, so we don't know how high we're gonna go. I mean, we could have went all the way up here and then shorted, right? It could have stopped me out all the way up here and then shorted back lower, right? So just right now, I'm playing everything super conservatively. I posted a Twitter post today saying I'm going super conservative, right? Just because I need more on our left to see what's happening. So it's just a different time in the market. Be prepared for some of that kind of stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video covering Power 3, high time frame bias, and the Nux model. But nonetheless, I will catch you guys in the next one. Be sure to stay up to date with all the videos, turn on post notifications, like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, link in the bio, follow me on Twitter, link in the bio. Until next time, safe trading and peace, guys. Nux Trades out.